Everybody, and welcome back to an awesome show. Yes. So we've been covering BNB Mafia on BNB Chain. Of course, BNB Mafia there from one of the very best, if not the number one developer for GameFi and DeFi on Pulsechain. That is Jacob. And of course, we're a big supporter of his projects because he is making a big difference, not only for Pulsechain, but also for DeFi and GameFi worldwide. So pretty exciting to have such a talented dev and his huge team behind him. So it's pretty awesome. Now, obviously, they've just launched PulseMafia on Pulsechain, and we talked about this. Yeah? Archie, the Godfather, predicted this. We've been talking about it for quite a long time, that BNB Mafia would be coming to Pulsechain as well. So now we've got Mafia, a game on both BNB Chain and Pulsechain. We'll be covering both. Primarily today, we'll be covering PulseChain, PulseMafia on Pulsechain. Really awesome, peer-to-peer game, world-class technology on the blockchain. So it's going to be really fun. It's generally way cheaper on Pulsechain than it is on BNB. BNB is a pretty cheap chain relative to Ethereum, for example, but Pulsechain's even more cheaper to do things. So the transaction costs are going to be really, neither here nor there. And of course, it's going to be really exciting for that. Huge potential upside as well as more players. Pulsechain are the more killer dApps that we're seeing. We've seen a lot of meme coins, crap coins, and things like that launching on Pulsechain the last couple of months probably, and some of them have been okay. Some people made money on those, but of course we need quality DeFi and GameFi as well. We can't just have all those crap coins or occasionally a really good meme coin. So it's really exciting to see that. And so now we've got a big peer-to-peer GameFi project on Pulsechain that can really scale. So excited to see it. A big shout out to Jacob for bringing this to Pulsechain. And of course, we're going to talk about all those details. It's a little different for the airdrop. So we're going to get into it, break that all down. We're going to start that off. We're a little bit different today. Started off with the PulseMafia launch. And then we're going to get into the usual market updates across the board from Bitcoin all the way through to Pulsechain and Hex. So it's going to be cool. And see who's in the house. Get involved in the chat there, folks. I will give you the links to the website so you can get in early. You are super early. It only just went live about, I think, within the last 60 minutes. So you're super early on it, including the price. So we're going to talk about that. Life Beneath in the house there. How are you today? Very good. Hex Pulsex incentive for the win, 100% on the Pulse chain. Ching. We got Solid in the house there. Hello, Hex Token family. Good to see you, Solid. Hope you're doing well. And we also got Brennan as well. Woohoo! PulseMafia. Yeah, excited to see it. I'm excited too, Brennan. If you're watching, get into the chat there, folks. Spread the word as well. Follow these channels as well as get involved into BNB Mafia. Have some fun while you're earning crypto. This is the place. It's a play to pay. Play to pay? No, play to win. Play to win type of game. How about that? Or play to get paid. How about that? That's a good way of putting it. Play to get paid. Very excited about that. So without further ado, hope you like those little machine guns at the beginning. We're going to get into the charts here, so let's go on that. I'm going to post you the links so you can get in early here. Here is the chart on Pulsechain for Mafia. So Mafia already on BNB Chain. We've been covering that for a week or two, and now we've got Mafia also on Pulsechain. I think it's pretty exciting. I'm going to post the contract here on Deck Screener. This is the trading pair for BNB Mafia. So Mafia on Pulsechain. Now it's nice and early to get in on this. Once again, do your own due diligence. Nothing is financial advice. Just remember that. But we're excited about it and big supporters. Now, as you guys know, I am co-hosting the Mafia for the Syndicate in Discord. So obviously Archie is the Godfather. He's the number one. He's the one that calls all the shots ultimately. But as concierge for the Syndicate myself, that's the number 2 spot. We work under his leadership. So it's pretty exciting. And of course, if you want to join the Syndicate, the number 1 family on BNB Mafia and now on Pulsechain Mafia, we're going to check that out too. You can join up to our Discord, $5 a month, and get involved. Request Archie to join up for that. So it's kind of cool. It's a private chat group inside the Discord. All right. So let's get into it. That is the chart there. So you can see there, that is the pair is ends in 73AB. Let's have a quick look at the contract. So the contract at the moment starts with OXA27, ends in 55EA, and that is the contract for Mafia. So the airdrop has been completed, like I say, about within the last hour. So it's kind of cool. Now, there's two parts to this airdrop. There is the tokens, which have been distributed, and I'm going to break that down now. Let's go into it. Let's go into the contract itself just before we get into everything else. So let's go have a look at that. So there is 1 billion Mafia, all right, just like we see on BNB Mafia on Pulsechain. There's also 1 billion, and of course the holders got dropped there. So let's get into the allocation for that. So the allocation is pretty easy. Let's go for that. Let me just get the info here. Where is the info on that one? Is it on that one? Yeah. So there is there's 1 billion. 100 million has gone to LP, the liquidity provision. Another 100 million has gone to the team. And then 800 million has gone distributed out to Pulsechain holders. So not necessarily Sacrifice holders, but Pulsechain holders. So obviously they had the snapshot yesterday for the TRH and all the other tokens for TRH. And of course, this is the TRH project now as PulseMafia. And so 800 million tokens there distributed out based on a unknown distribution, but it looks pretty good so far. What I've seen, almost like a 2x on TRH, something like that. So it does seem a 2x, yeah, something like that, almost a 2x. So it looked pretty positive on that front. So kind of cool. I'm just trying to bring up some of these charts here. Let me get into that. So yeah, let's see if we look at this allocation. I've got a few more information here. Yeah, so 800 million airdrop to Pulsechain users. Obviously, if you're holding TRH and other tokens, that would have been good for you. 100 million to LP and 100 million to the team. What else are we going to say about that? Now, the allocation was the tokens have been distributed, the LP's been set up, the front end for the UI for PulseMafia been set up. We're going to look at that in a minute. You can do profiles, your player profiles now already. You can set up families. We've already got 5 families last time I checked, and you can also stake Mafia as well on Pulsechain. So that's all active now, putting it pretty much on par with just behind actually the BNB Mafia with crates. Now the OG crates, these are in-game playing assets. They will be launched within the next 24 to 40 hours, I believe. So that's still coming up. So if you're looking for those, there's not NFTs that will be coming up there. What else there? Play to earn blockchain game is now live, of course. That is Pulsechain Mafia. Now the website, before we get into that, the website here is live. So you can now go and make your player. So that is PulseMafia. I'm going to post that link in the chat as well. So you can get involved with that. Let me just post that. That is the website for PulseMafia and .io. And we're not talking about Randy Alaski's PulseMafia. I think not Randy Alaski. We're talking about that's PulseMafia.com. We're talking about PulseMafia.io. So there we go. That is the official link there to the game. Get your player in early. Spread the word. Get other players in. Tell your friends. It's going to be a fun game to play. And you could make some really nice crypto on the way. So to get into that. We got Cult DeFi in the house there. Loving your Mafia content the last few weeks. It's Cult DeFi. Appreciate that. Big shout out to you. And of course, we're gonna try and queue up another time to have Cult DeFi on with the show. So looking forward to that coming up. We got very different time zones, so we've got to get that organized, I guess. Where to go. Let's see who else has jumped in here. We got Brennan in the house. Is just excited about PulseMafia. And of course, we got Craig Pitt as well. Morning all. Good to see you, Craig. Hope you're doing well also. 100% says Cult DeFi. Absolutely looking forward to that. All right, let's get into it. So this is the website. We can already see we've got 35 players already in the game. So that's pretty cool. Let's have a look at, and we've got 5 crime families already set up. That will be many more of those coming. And of course, the vault will be filling up with Pulse already at the moment. So that's going to be pretty cool. Let's jump over to BNB pot, BNB Mafia, just to see the numbers over there. So we've got 777 players over there, 15 crime families, and 88.28 BNB in the vault. Just to give you a comparison. And of course, that's been running for almost coming up a month, I think, in the pre-game there as well. So looking pretty exciting. As you guys know, the players are all listed at the top there, from the wealthiest down, and of course that's going to change a lot. And of course, there are 5 families now listed. This will add, there'll be many more, up to 15 probably, that we can see. But there's actually a new name here, the Salaman Cass, that we don't have on the BNB one. So that's a new one there, kind of cool. We'll see who they are. Could be one of the same families, we'll see. And of course, the vault there as well is ticking away. We can't actually see the balance there for some reason, but that will probably show up soon. Remember, this is in Pulse, not BNB. So on BNB, the vault is full up with BNB, right? But on Pulsechain, it's going to be full up with Pulse. So if you're after Pulse, this is a game to play, right? This is a game to play if you want Pulse. If you're waiting patiently for that magic up ride, which we all know is going to eventually come, you want to get that Pulse bags now, accumulate while you can with this elongated, accumulation zone at the moment, Pulsechain. So definitely trying to get more of that's going to be pretty cool. All right, that leads us back to the price here. So let's have a look at some of the key metrics. We've got 67K liquidity at the moment. The price opened up at on here, opened up at 3,500. So that's where it opened up, 0.0003500. That's where we opened up the price. This is a 5-minute candles at the moment. It had got a big quick rally at the beginning up to 4,445. Then got sold all the way back down to 0.02983, and then got pushed back up. You can see the zigzag at the moment. And wow. So yeah, the price at the moment, 0.0003278. So it's slightly below the open. A very good price to get into. And the market cap at the moment, 327,000 at the moment on the market cap. So that's not too bad as well. Let's just quickly look at the watch list here. It's going to be the watch list. And we're going to quickly pull up the BNB version as well. The BNB version at the moment, market cap 415,000, 68K liquidity. So very good comparisons here at the moment, and a lot of upside for the old Pulsechain side. So it's going to be fun to see these two market caps and prices and liquidity move forward. So it's going to be cool to see that. All right, so that is pretty much that at the moment. Let's go back, and we're going to pull up the Mafia on Pulse. So the Mafia Pulse on contract is, of course, ends in 55 EA. What else are we going to say about this? We've already had 33,000 in volume. Very awesome stuff kicking away there at the moment. And of course, if we go to the PulseMafia, we go to the Buy Mafia page on the PulseMafia.io. We can see the contract there is at the moment 55 EA. That confirms what we're looking at there on the screen. There's a 4.7% buy tax, just like on BNB Mafia, and a 16.6% sell tax. In other words, you need probably about a 5% buy slippage and about a 20% sell slippage to give you an idea of that. And those are the taxes. Those taxes go into the vault, so it's not going off to the team. So as per se, it's going off into the vault here, and it will fill up the vault. And the vault, I know the vault's already got probably about 2 million Mafia have already been sold into the vault. So some of the sell activity on the chart, some of these red candles are the vaults. So this one here, this red candle, I'm pretty sure that is a vault sell. And what that means is that if you're coming in as a new player, you'll get an opportunity to get relatively lower Mafia tokens. Now, that's only so true as long as supply, demand and supply play out. As soon as there's enough demand, then the price will go up, right? That's the logic there. And the vault will continue to get fed with that. Now, at the moment, you can see, of course, most of the selling. If you're selling, you're paying a 16.6% tax that's going into the game. So you can sell, but that will be paid, right? So if the price goes up a lot, you can sell it, of course, but that 16.6% will be going in to the vault. Obviously, sells down into the market, so sells into the pulse that's in the volume there. So that's kind of it. Now you can get a play at the moment. So let's talk about that. So you can buy your Mafia here. I've given you the list there. You can just hit the trade button here. That will open up the trade. And I think it's going to gopulse.com, which is actually very good, very fast, and you don't have a lot of issues there. You may have to change the slippage and just put in, like I say, 5% buy slippage. You may have to do that. You can see, but it may just work without it. So go for gold. But if you are selling, you might want to put it at 20% on selling if you do sell. You can see the price here just gone up a little bit here at the moment, 3,500. I think pretty good value. And of course, 351,000 market cap, just below the BNB market cap at the moment. Pretty similar liquidity as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, what else am I going to say about that? Yeah, that's it. You can go buy it today. Once again, do your own due diligence, all that good stuff. Now, it will cost you. Oh, I've got the cat down here. It will cost you 2,000 Mafia to get one here. That's very cheap, about $1 or something, or 60 cents, actually 60, 70 cents to get a player. And you can play alone, or you can play in a family. You've got to apply for a family though to get in, and so that's the play there. So all you have to do is hit the get started, and you'll be able to make a player. And of course, that's only going to cost you. That's going to cost you 2,000 Mafia, nothing. I mean, it's like 60, 70 cents just to get started. And of course, you can start a player today. You can have as many players as you want. And of course, you can stake Mafia in there as well. Now, you can speculate on Mafia, so you can go buy Mafia and just speculate on the success of the game, or you can buy Mafia, join a family, and then stake the Mafia and help the family be stronger, right? Because the family, when it has staked, so this one here is the syndicate. It has 4.4 million stake Mafia already. So that is earning money for free in the bank. It makes interest on that, right? So you can see it will be ticking up here. It's got 4,400,000, and that will start maybe ticking up over the first day. When it starts the next day? Oh no, there it goes, 497. So it's ticking up right now, and that is earning about 0.5% a day, I believe. So pretty cool, and it gets the principal back immediately as returns. So pretty profitable there. All right, so that is ticking away at the moment on the game. So you can start a player, 2,000 Mafia, nothing there, and of course you can get some help, of course, in our Discord if you want a bit of help with that. You can join a family. Now, like I say, we do have the syndicate. The syndicate here is a family you can join, and of course these positions will change a lot. And of course, the top family gets 30% of the vault payout. The bottom family gets 10% of the bottom payout. And of course, they'll all be fighting around. Now, it's just started, so these positions will move around a lot. You'll be seeing that happen as well. Let's go to the vault. So the vault, of course, is going to continue to go up. You can see it filling up right now. So it's filling up as people buy and sell. It will be filling up with the Pulse funds there. There's a wiki game, right? So the wiki, you can see how the game is played. So I definitely read that. I did do a video on about a week ago, but this is more updated now. You can definitely go through that and so on. There's a chat, of course, a chat if you want to chat with people. There's a main chat and there's family chats. You can choose the families and you can chat away with them. And that's on game, so that's really cool. Doesn't matter whether you're on Telegram or Discord, you can do all that. There's obviously your profile. You'll get a profile. So you can see my profile here. I am a conciliage of the syndicate. So you can see my player, big beefy dude. Don't mess with this guy. And yeah, so it's kind of cool. You got the status, whether you're alive, the rank. Everybody, the rank won't start going up until the game goes live. So everybody is a nobody at the moment, but you can see all the ranks as you do more. As you play the game more, you will get stronger and you will go up and away, and it opens up new benefits for you as you do. So you can see all the way through from a nobody all the way through to a godfather. Pretty awesome. Obviously, you've got the family that you're in. If you're not in a family, you won't have anything there. The wealth, stray dog. Now, obviously, there's not much Mafia tokens in here, so the wealth status of this one is not very high at the moment. The city, what city you're in? I'm in Palermo. And of course, the worth at the moment, this is the main thing that will climb you through the ranks, is that you're getting more value. You're becoming a more valuable player. Pretty cool. Also, later on, we're going to have add acquaintances. You'll be able to add friends and stuff like that. Kind of cool. All right. And then at the bottom, you've got all your inventory, your game assets, your crates, things like that. So kind of cool. Now, as you can see, that we've got no crates on here at the moment. But if you go to B&B, we've already got the on the B&B. If you're on the B&B and sign on, they will have the crates there as well. So crates won't be dropping until I think the next 48 hours. Let's go have a quick look at that. Let's see here. Yeah, so you can create your Mafia profiles today, join a family, start building the vault, stake your Mafia. That's what you can do today. There's a 5% buy slippage, 20% self slippage, and it all goes to the vaults. What else are we going to say about this? Yeah, I had there's more information here. I'm just trying to find it. Everybody that sacrificed for PulsePot, you'll be getting a Mafia allocation. So remember that. So if you did sacrifice for Jacob's projects, if you did for the PulsePot, you would be getting a Mafia allocation. So you can check your wallets for that, the ones that you use for the sacrifice. If you also sacrifice for PUSD Algo, which you guys know have been a big proponent of that, you will be getting an allocation of Mafia as well. So check your PUSD Algo wallets, okay? So presumably those have already landed in your wallet. So check those as well. If not there, they'll probably turn up soon. But that is also the case there. So pretty cool. PulsePot and of course, PUSD Algo, you'll be able to get access to that. That's kind of cool. I haven't even checked that yet, so that's going to be fun. What else are we going to say about this? That's on that one. I've got some more information, so let's quickly go to this as well. Let's see here. Yeah, Pulse. So B&B Mafia only had 2,500 crates distributed to the OG NFTs. So if you had one of the OG NFTs, there were 2,500 crates. But PulseMafia, 8,000 crates are going to be distributed to the OGs. but this is happening within, I think, the next 24 to 48 hours. Yeah, so you won't get the crates until then. So if you're looking for those, they're not there until tomorrow, the next day. Probably tomorrow is probably when we're probably going to see them. That's kind of the highlights there. I think that's it. I think we've just about got everything in there. Let's have a look here. I'm just going through some of these other comments. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all the details at the moment for PulseMafia. Very, very exciting. Let's see what else we got here. We got Tom Boss in the house there. Does the PulseMafia have a Telegram? I want to join a family, says Tom Boss. Found the Telegram, no problem. Excellent stuff there. Yeah, like I say, you can join. You're not on Discord, Tom Boss, you can find that. But of course, Archie is our godfather. He's running the Telegram. I think along with Max Payne. Max Payne is also in the syndicate if you want to join that. So the syndicate there is got. Have we got everyone in there? We got Capone, which is Archie the Don. We got Scarface, which is myself as the concierge. But the Capodicina, I believe that's going to be Max Payne, just like on the B&B side. You can join up to this family today if you wish. Now there's 100. Some families will have entry fees. I don't believe the OG has entry fees. The OGs, but definitely the syndicate. We have 100,000 mafia fee to join. That makes the family stronger and it also makes it more secure. So that's why we have that. The Salaman Kaz, I don't know who that is. I don't know whether it's one of the other families inside the B&B. So it could be any one of these families here. Could be the Mugnows. Could be any of these families. So we don't know about that. But in any case, Justin says, so if you have a OG NFT from TRH, yes. If I remember correctly, I heard that if you had a OG NFT on TRH, you would get one on PulseMafia. That's correct. So what we saw on, so there's going to be 8,000. There's only 2,500 crates distributed to the OG on B&B, but on PulseMafia, if you had an OG crate, it's going to be up to 8,000. So you could get quite a lot of crates. We saw 5 crates per OG, so I don't know what it's going to be. We'll find out. Is it just a multiplication of that? So we will see, or scaled number. 8,000 versus 2.5. We saw that OG NFTs on the B&B Mafia got 5 crates each, as I believe. So who knows? You could get a nice number of crates, Justin, and may give you a lot of cool assets for the game. So we will see. But that looks like what's going to happen there. Solid says, pump the likes. 14 watches, only 3 likes. You definitely smash the likes there, folks. And spread the word, man. We've been covering this big time, right? So I don't know what other influencers out there doing. I know that we've got, was it Crypto Pride? He's out there. He's another influencer covering B&B on Mafia on B&B. And I wouldn't be surprised if he starts covering it on Pulsechain as well. We're hoping to have a number of the godfathers on B&B chain and Pulsechain coming on to a special show. We'll let you know how that goes, but we are trying to set that up, and it's going to be big time. So like I say, Pulsechain needs big killer apps. One of those apps may be a big GameFi, and of course Mafia looking really hot at the moment and just building. We're building, right? We're building. It hasn't even launched. Remember, these are all pre-launch phases. So we're up to phase 4 on Pulsechain, phase 5 on B&B. And of course, on B&B, within probably next week, we'll probably have phase 6, which will be the game map. We're looking forward to that. And of course, the marketplace. So that's coming up for phase 6, leading us into the eventual launch, right, of the Pulsechain. Of the game itself. So we're slowly ticking away there. Justin says, nice. I have level 4, so hoping for the best. Hey, a level 4, I don't know how that's going to compare to a level 1, but it could be a lot, right? Could be a lot of difference there, Justin. Let us know how that goes, because that could be quite a windfall there. We'll look for that. So if you're not familiar what we're talking about TRH. They had OG NFTs at level 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think was the top number there. So I ended up buying some, so it's just the way it goes. All right, so that is B&B, and that is ticking away there. So everything's going pretty well. And look at that, 1.2 million, 1.25 million Mafia in there. Now, again, that already, last time I checked that out, 1.5. So there's already something like 3 million Mafia has already gone in to the vault at least. I don't know why it's not showing up on the left-hand side, but I'm sure that will correct in due course. So maybe it's because I've screenshot it. I don't know, it's just not showing up yet, but they'll probably show up at some stage. So we'll keep a track on that. All right, so pretty cool. Let's do a refresh, and this is all ready to go. Get a player, 2,000 Mafia, super cheap to do at the moment. Get in early. Early is always good. You can see the price is pretty friendly as well. And of course, then you could try and join a family or play by yourself. That's fine. And of course, watch the vault go up. Learn the game wiki. Let's go to the game wiki quickly. This is the game wiki. Tells you all the rules. You can see there's tons of things to look out. There's all the game Mafia game features there. There's all about everything about families, everything about your user profile, everything about the shops that are coming up, the vaults, of course, everything about in-game assets, very important, and of course the game economy, how that's going to operate, and of course original gangster NFTs coming soon. Chains of BNB and Pulsechain, pretty exciting, and this could really start it will probably just start tinkering away, just slowly growing, and really start potentially run away. Right, as more and more players come on. It's going to be pretty fun to see that. What was I going to say? I just want to go to the, these are the phases. So launch phases, you can see at the top here, you're wondering what phase we're at. So we're at phase 4 here, like I said. Actually, we're on phase 3 here on the Pulsechain, but on BNB, we're at phase 4. So next on BNB is going to be the Mafia map, and then the NFT marketplace is 5 and 6 here. It's got here. It's kind of cool. So this is actually linking into the BNB Mafia for some reason. But on Pulsechain, we're just one step behind. So kind of cool. Eventually, we're going to get up to, you've got the map we've got the map coming, the NFT market coming, communications, marketing coming, the vault requirements, and then finally, the last phase, phase 10, will be the official launch. So I can tell you this. The families are already fighting each other and making alliances and things like that. We haven't even started the game. So there have we not started the game? Well, we kind of have. It's kind of pre-game action, and it's been pretty fierce. If you go to the official Telegram, particularly for BNB Mafia, it is crazy, which is kind of cool. All right, we're going to bring you more on this probably tomorrow, so don't worry about that. So that is the action there on PulseMafia, launched on Pulsechain. We're loving it, so looking forward to that as well. All right, so we're going to get into the rest of our update as normally. So if you want to find out more details, get into our Discord or get into the Telegram. I'm not sure we've got the Telegram link there, but Discord, we've got all the info dropping anyway in the Pulsechain chat group. And, of course, we've got the private chat for the Syndicate family. You'll have to apply to get through that into the Pulsechain chat, but hit up Archie when you get in there. What else? Other comments we got? Justin says, "We'll do. I'll make sure to let you know, sir." That'd be great, Justin. Looking forward to it. Now, like I say, 2 things about this. We're going to have fun playing it. It's going to be fun. We watch the bull market rally, and of course, you can earn crypto on the way, particularly if you're a good player, right? And it's going to be fun. Now, you can also lose crypto if you get killed. So just remember that in this game, and you will have to manage your affairs appropriately. That's all we can say. Joining a family may give you some degree of protection and earnings as well. So it's pretty cool. All right, let's jump into it. We've got the market as well. Again, another day on the S&P 500 in record high. This is just crazy, and it's been driven by the chip makers and AI. So huge there. We talked about NVIDIA, Apple AI, and now we've got Broadcom as well. The chip rockets ride Broadcom. So pretty exciting. Let's have a look at the results. We've got the Dow Jones at the moment is down 0.78%. And we've got negative 65 down to 38,647. But the tech companies indices are really going good. We're up another 23%, 0.23% there, up 13 points to 5,433 on the S&P 500. The Nasdaq at the moment up a third of a percent, 57 points to 17,665. So the Nasdaq doing pretty well for the tech companies there. We had some economic data come in as well. Benign PPI data, so that's Producers Price Index. It's basically like a wholesale number there. Manufacturing data helps rate cut bets, so this is good news. We've had more good news on the CPI, was it yesterday? And now we've got good news on the PPI. Was it Wednesday? Maybe Wednesday. We've got good news on the PPI here on the Thursday. This is Thursday US time. Of course, we're on Friday here down under in New Zealand, Australia. US producer prices unexpectedly fell in May as the producer price index dropped 0.2% last month after advancing by an unrevised 0.5% or 0.5% in April. In the 12 months through to May, the PPI increased 2.2% after rising 2.3% in April. This followed a weekly jobless claims data showing the number of Americans filing new claims for unemployment benefits jumped to a 10-month high last week, boosting financial market hopes that the Federal Reserve would start cutting interest rates in September. The odds of a 2 rate cuts following the data now stand at about 70%, even as the Fed signaled on Wednesday for just a single rate cut this year, down from the prior estimate in March for 3. So we're somewhere in the middle there now from the market's point of view. Kind of cool. All right. So, yeah, pretty cool. Chip makers driving the market, and not too bad economic news there as well. Let's jump over to crypto. Crypto, however, is down again. So we're at 66,773 on Bitcoin, down 2.14%. Bitcoin dominance is kind of moving around the 53% mark. We're at 53.25, been up there that level a couple of days now. Ethereum is down 2.4%, down at $3,470. The rest of the market's pretty much down. We've got a couple of little green sparks there. We've got Litecoin is up almost 1%, $79.23. And the other one that's standing out there is Uniswap. That is up almost 1% as well, $10.17. Those are the two standard. Everything else is pretty down, including meme coins. So down they go. Let's zoom in on Bitcoin. And, of course, talk about that. We have just dropped below the 50-day moving average. 50-day moving average is at 67,014. We're not way below it, though. So we're at 66,826. So just below that number by about $175. But, yeah, it'd be nice to get back over that 50-day moving average. But, you know, moving around it, I guess not too bad, and so forth. So that is kind of the play. That leads us into some of the crypto news. We had quite a bit of crypto news out. Crypto markets have seen $12 billion in net inflows this year, says JP Morgan. Most of the $16 billion inflow into spot Bitcoin ETFs since their launch likely came from existing digital wallets on exchanges. So that's kind of the good news there as well. So JP Morgan said it was skeptical that the pace of inflows will continue for the rest of the year, but I think we'll be surprised to the upside there, given what we're expecting typically post Bitcoin halvings, right? If the market moves the price up, money's going to flow in, right? That's the way it goes. That's the classic way it goes. ETFs are no different. If they see the price going up, being pushed up in the market, which we typically get after Bitcoin halving 2 to 3 months afterwards, then the market money is going to flow. And, of course, JP Morgan will have egg on its face as usual. So there we go. That is kind of the play. I'm very, very excited about that. All right, let's jump over into the other piece of news. We've got the Bitcoin to 91K. This is another commentary on where the value will go. Here's what the experts are betting on. So we had some cool stuff on this one. Let me just click out of that. So Bitcoin's predicted target remains high at 91,000 according to Magic Band's model. But recent whale activities and increasing active addresses suggest strong market support for this bullish outlook. And this is what we get after the Bitcoin halving. We know it's been pretty consistent with that, right? Despite recent fluctuations of the crypto market, Bitcoin continued to exhibit signs of potential upward movement following the latest US CPI report. Of course, Bitcoin experienced a brief surge to 69. Obviously, that's eased off a bit at the moment. At press time, it hovered around 67,000. This resilience came amid a backdrop of broader market corrections, with the asset experiencing a 4.7 decline over the week. So kind of cool. So yeah, we've got Price Dynamics CryptoCon, a technical analyst there predicting a potential rise to 91K. I won't be surprised if we get to the 100K at the end of this year. That's no surprise, and then up and away into next year. Would not be surprised at that all. Yeah, Magic Band's model looking pretty aggressive as well. You can see it here. Look at that, looking pretty crazy chart. But anyway, looking good to the upside. You can see that 91,000 there. The top of the range they've got is 123,000. Definitely plausible there. Pretty cool into 24. Look at that, 24 there. Kind of cool there as well. Now, I'll post this if you want to check out that chart in more detail. I'll post this in the chat there. Bitcoin outlook, let's say, Bitcoin model, price prediction. And you can check that out in more detail because there's a lot of information in there. I'm not going to go through all of that, but kind of cool. There we go. What else? We've got Archie dropped in there, the Don for the syndicate. Hi, all. Good to see Archie. Just popping in to say hi. PulseMafia is on fire. The syndicate is taking over. Those are strong words from the Godfather. Big shout out to Archie for all he does and setting up the syndicate on Pulsechain Mafia right now as we speak, as we're live streaming. So big shout out to them. Very cool indeed. Very cool. All right. That is kind of cool at the moment. So looking really good. I think that was kind of it I was going to say. Those are some of the stuff there. So we're going to check that out. Now, we've obviously got for the first season on Bitcoin, we're going to have a meme coin season and project team utilities as well, I guess. Stable coins, all sorts of crazy things happening on the runes, and of course, getting on to Bitcoin. Now, runes, of course, protocol launched at the Bitcoin halving, and it's been amazing. So I think it's like, I can't remember the last market cap was about 1.7 billion, somewhere in that ballpark. But it's going to go up dramatically, and we're talking a massive re-rates. That 1.7 could end up being, you know, hundreds of billions of dollars. I mean, it's going to be insane how big this is going to get. Now, we do know a lot of tier one exchanges talked about from Leonidas that they are trying to implement Runes protocol in their setup for their centralized exchanges. That will open up massive amount of liquidity, massive amount of volume on the most valuable chain, Bitcoin, of course. So we're looking for big things to happen for the first big meme coin on the big bull market. Right place at the right time, right? So we don't want to miss this thing. At the moment, of course, we've got Dog is the one we're backing for the win to be the most valuable meme. It has to take out Dogecoin, of course, which is sitting around about 23 billion. And of course, Dog go to the moon currently at 721 million. And of course, it got very close to hitting $1 billion. Not quite there yet, but on the next surge, I'm sure it's going to happen. And once it does that, man, it's up and away from there. And of course, we're waiting for tier one exchanges, you know, the crypto.coms of the world, the Robinhoods, the Binance, of course. And we saw Binance yesterday, CEO drop that they are evaluating Runes protocol. And of course, that is a teaser. They've been talking about Runes in their communications. So, man, the Dog could be going to the moon very, very soon. We're obviously Qcoin, Kraken, many others, crypto.com, Coinbase, all could be listing. And it's game over after that, right? Because the price will just go God mode candle on the old Dog. Kind of cool. Now, we also got Bank of Nakamoto dollar looking to do a stable coin on the Rune. That'd be impressive. And of course, that's up 78% at the moment, just under 25 sats. That's had an impressive move on Bank of Nakamoto dollar, and is now at number 3, taken over from Ryzik, which has now been pushed down to number 4, but still a great project. That's down 10% today. Number 5 is Runes Pup World, and they're followed by Epic. And one of my favorites is Lobo the Wolf Pup. It's kind of like the Dog's cousin. That is at number 7. That's moved up a couple of spots, even though it's down 10% at the moment. I really like that team. Incredible marketers. And they've also got Capital Fund too. That's going to be paying out to wolf holders as well. Making a lot of strategic partnerships. Followed number 8, Satoshi Nakamoto. Personality is king in crypto, not just often for meme coins. It's just not just cartoon characters, but that is holding up strongly, up 7% as well. Up to number 8, Decentralized, one of the big Ethereum teams, sitting at number 9. And of course, they've come over to Pulsechain over to Bitcoin to dominate that too. And of course, number 10, their $1 billion cat has just come out. I haven't seen this one. This is a Rune number 72,000. So it's come out of nowhere. $1 billion cat there is up and away. So if you want to check out some Runes, do your due diligence on every team. But that's kind of a brief overview I've given you. And you don't want to miss out meme coins on Bitcoin, do you? I mean, it just makes sense. The most valuable meme coins on the most valuable chain in a bull market, and we're just starting to take off. Come on, it seems like a no-brainer there. Once again, do your own due diligence, etc. All right, so that's kind of cool. We've also got NFTs, right? NFTs. We've got collections over here, and we've got Quantum Cats at the top, Node Monks, Bitcoin Puppets, Bitcoin Shrooms. We've got Runestone. Runestone was what gave you the airdrop of the Dog token, and it's still got 2 more airdrops included in it. So it's still got a lot of value there. Number 6 is the Royals. Number 7, Ordinal Maxis. Number 8, the Punks on Bitcoin. And number 9 and 10, Blob and Frux. So they are there at the moment. Kind of cool. Now, Magic Eden is the number 1 DEX for Runes Protocol, followed by, I guess, Unisat there is another one. Now, you do need specialized wallets typically to connect to these. Thinking about Magic Eden wallet, Unisat wallet, or an Xverse wallet. There's kind of wallets are perfect for interacting with these dexes on Bitcoin. Remember, first season, man. Don't want to miss first season. It's like being on first season for Ethereum meme coins and utility coins. It's crazy in NFT. So you get my point. That is pretty exciting. Pretty exciting indeed. So once again, that is the link there to Eden. Now, if you want to find out more details about stuff like this, join our strategy club. It's $35 a month. And of course, we're bringing these alpha moves here as well. So join up. That's $35 a month. Links in the video description. You also included is the Pulsechain and Hex Discord as well. So it's kind of cool. All right, let's move on from here. We're going to have a quick look at Dog on the chain. So you can see the price of Dog at the moment. This is on the hourly. So it's been moving up pretty excitingly. Let's go to the, should we go to the daily? That's the daily chart there. And you can see that we had a breakout, right? So we've had a breakout, and this is about to go. I mean, it's, it's probably, I don't know exactly when, but it's coming up because we had a bullish move to the upside. And we broke that blue line. See that blue line there? We broke through that. So just consolidating here before the next move. So good entry at the moment for the old dog here on Gate.io, one of the centralized exchanges, right? So far, the two big centralized exchanges that have listed dog have been Gate.io, making huge volumes, over $1 billion in volumes. And of course, the Bybit now has it too on their perpetuals or trading. So you can also trade it on Bybit as well, which is those are the two first sort of decent sized exchanges there. But we're waiting for many of the tier ones to list, and some of them are incorporating Runes protocol as we speak. So kind of cool. It leads us on to Ethereum. Ethereum at the moment is at 3,469, and the 50-day at the moment is at 3,497. And what we're going to say about this? Well, we're also similar to Bitcoin, just trying to keep around the 50-day moving average at the moment, and we're currently at 3,469, just below it. We'll see how we go there. Now, obviously, we're waiting for the money to flow through to Ethereum, and of course, that's via the Ethereum ETFs. But the SEC has been holding up the Ethereum. And, of course, we had an update from the SEC chair. So Gary Gensler says the Ethereum ETF S1 approvals likely to come over the summer. So we're talking about summer USA, not summer down under. Otherwise, we were waiting till December. So there we go. We've got the Ethereum ETF S1s will likely be approved by the end of summer, says SEC Chair Gary Gensler. Ethereum exchange reserves have declined by about 4 billion over the past 2 weeks. That's an interesting trend there. And of course, Ethereum derivatives data reveals divergent sentiment among short-term and long-term traders. So there's some alpha there for you at the moment. I'll post the link to this in the chat there as well if you want to follow up more on this. We're just kind of reading the highlights here. And that is the link to that article if you want to check out that in detail. But pretty good news there. Like I say, Ethereum price could see a reversal after the latest development for spot Ethereum ETFs. And of course, according to Fox Businesses, the Gary Gensler told the Senate Bill Hagerty that spot ETF, Ethereum ETF S1s will likely be approved over the course of the summer. So that's bullish news there. The SEC approvers issued 19B4 full filings on May the 23, but it also needs to greenlight the S1s before spot ETF for Ethereum go live. So that's basically what's happening there with the latest status. Kind of cool. I'm just going through some of this to see what else. Yeah, that's kind of the highlights there. So that is what's happening. Kind of cool. You can read about all the rest of the trading stuff in that article as well. Kind of cool. That's going to lead us into Pulsechain. Yeah, is it? It is, I think. But we haven't got the Pulsechain screen up, so let's get that up. And we've got the latest day. How far are we through here? So we're going to covering day 398. Day 399 has just started. So let's go into the Pulsechain for that. Let me just double check see if there's any comments. No more comments in the chat there. So Pulsechain day 398. We've got Pulse at the moment, quadruple 0497, 50% of the sacrifice price at the moment. So great entry into Pulsechain, down 3% today. We've got Pulsex at the moment, quadruple 0215, and that is down 3.55% today, so slightly stronger. That is sitting at 21.5% of the main sacrifice price. So it's huge potential upside there. The buy and burn, 893.7 billion Pulsex has been bought up and burned. That's 4.41% of the supply, so that's heading okay. We're going to look at the trade volumes. They were up yesterday. Let's see what they are today when we go check those. The incentive token at the moment is at $2.68, down 2.2%, but the ratio is awesome, just below 54,000 Pulse, and I've been very impressed by that. It really has been cool. Good bullish sign in my view. At the moment, we've got the supply there, 34.3 million incentive tokens in existence almost. That is where we're going from the Pulsex V2 farms. Finally, our Hex here. Hex at the moment is just below 62/100th of a penny on Pulsechain and 14/100th of a penny on the Ethereum chain. The combined price of EHEX and PX is sitting at 76/100th of a penny, so 3/4 of a cent. And that's where we are at the moment. Good opportunity there, of course. Let's jump into the charts. This is on the weekly. We can see on the weekly at the moment, we've got the RSI at 34 on Pulsechain, holding up pretty well in this zone. So is this the bottom in? Well, we will see, but it's looking good at the moment. That's what we're going to say because of the RSI. because of this 3 weeks in a row here consolidation, and the bottom was in a couple of weeks back. This is still looking pretty good. Not quite out of the woods yet, but looking good, right? We do have a lot of support back here in December, and which we had support, and we have a lot of resistance back here in October, and of course that's where we are sitting just above at the moment. So that's kind of, those are the blues clues that we are looking good potentially for a rise here as well. We are expecting a potential general market rise, maybe late June and July, August, maybe a pullback in September, and then maybe a bullish rush from October through to December. That's kind of where we're kind of seeing the general market at the moment, based on previous Bitcoin returns and Bitcoin halvings, right? So those are the support for that view that we have at the moment, and Pulsechain should benefit maybe mildly from that as well. We did see some money come over yesterday over the bridge and buy incentive token. So incentive token is kind of the clue there as well. Let's go to Pulsex on the weekly. Pulsex holding up very well on this upward trend. So you're looking even better if you argue there relative to Pulsechain. So we get a Pulsechain move and a Pulsex move, man, up and away, right? Or vice versa. And of course, at the moment, looking very, very good on here on the weekly. RSI here at 37 as well. So plenty of room for a nice little rally higher. Looking pretty good. Also, let's go to the daily on Pulsex actually. If we get another cross here too with the yellow line, that's the 13-day over the 34-day and the blue, that is a bullish cross as well. But so far, everything is looking pretty good on Pulsex. And man, once it starts running, you've run out of your time for accumulating at cheap prices and cheap volumes, and the upsides, just remember that. Incentive token here, like I say, the ratio looking super strong. Another good sign for where Pulsechain is at after where we've been. And this, once Pulsechain goes, of course, this is going to go super fast. $2.68 at the moment. Could be $20 before you know it, right? Especially if we break the ratio of 71,000. Who knows where it could go from there. It's going to be a lot of fun to see that play out. Finally, Hex. Hex is really like the poor cousin at the moment, but man, the upside could be pretty severe once we get over 2 cents on Hex on Pulsechain, and of course 3 cents overall. That could be pretty badass for the super breakout there on Hex eventually. That's kind of where we're at the moment. So at the moment, it is in the perfect accumulation zone right at the bottom of the range, and of course that orange line is a super good value underneath there. Kind of cool, under the 1 cent mark. Hex at the moment as well. This is on the daily. Likewise, similar idea here to Pulsechain. Not much to see there other than that. We're going to jump to the gas prices. Gas is super cheap. Look at this, 164,000 on the beats. That's super cheap. 0.3 of a penny for a Pulsex swap, 200th of a penny for a Pulsecoin transfer, and 500th of a penny for a PRC20 transfer. Super cheap there. Gwei on Ethereum is relatively cheap, 7 Gwei, but we're almost 3,000 times cheaper than Ethereum. And because we're also on where are we up here? We're also on BNB. We're 73 times cheaper than BNB in response to the Mafia game as well. All right, what else are we going to say? I think that's it on that one. Let's go to the validators as we wrap up day 398. We've got 448,736 validators. 1.56 trillion is staked in that. And of course, to pick up 32 million Pulse right now, super cheap. So you can become a validator too and just sit back and relax, waiting for the price to finally eventually go up on the magic carpet ride. And then finally the bridge there, our health check, $105.2 million. So looking solid. We're on the weaker side of this, but certainly better than our 104 million we had the other day. So it'll look a bit better here. Just under 31 million DAI and just under 30 million Ethereum there. That's kind of the play. That is day 398. And we've just started day 399 as we get to 400 days since Pulsechain went live. Pretty awesome. History in the making, and eventually we'll get that magic carpet ride. So stay tuned. Now we're going to check some of the rest of the markets as well quickly. We'll look at the derivatives. We've got nothing positive in the derivatives, so we're going to move over to the stable coins. We got USDL there is not too bad, just under peg, 99 cents. Coast there is 96 cents at the moment. They're up slightly, those two. Let's go to the influencer coins. We've got Bestie there. That's not even on Pulsechain. We talked about this yesterday. Bestie there from Fashion Coder, but it is up 6% today after absolutely carnage yesterday. So Solana, it's on Solana. I don't know why she didn't launch it on Pulsechain, but hey, we're into freedom, so she can do what she wants. But there we go. At the moment, it is currently at 508,668. Liquidity down to 9.8k. So it really has had a thrashing there. Bestie on Solana. But anyway, we're not promoting Solana here at the moment. We're promoting Pulsechain. So anyway, what else we got there? We got Maddie. Maddie is up 0.75% there at $1.47. So Maddie Allen's not doing too bad there as well. But that is the chart for Maddie Allen's token there. Let's get into the overall for Pulsechain. Let's go down to the Pulsechain mech here on the deck screener. Let's go look at the overalls. Well, we got $12 million in volume, and we're still on a weekday, so not great volume. We can all agree with that. We try to be realistic about that. We would like to see at minimum $25 million of volume on the Pulsechain. That's my view, of course, based on previous data we've seen. But at the moment, 12.1 million. So we're on the low end at the moment, because obviously we're down near the bottom, right? We're down near the bottom. So once we get a bit of a game on, this could really start to rally. So looking forward to that. What else are we going to say? 237,000 transactions overall. We're looking at the best performers at the moment. We've only got a few green ones here. We've got Peach here, is up 4%. Launch token, this is a utility token. Of course, we're looking forward to this one, actually, to see what projects they can bring to Pulsechain. Obviously, we've covered PulseMafia today, which we think is going to be really, really great addition to the Pulsechain family, add value and activity. This is up 2.9%. We'll be watching that. BFF at the moment up 2.7%. Cookies up 1% there. So some of these kind of meme coins in the mix as well. But we do have one utility coin, as I say, in the launch. Let's have a look at that price of launch at the moment and quickly check out how that's performing. Yeah, right at the bottom of the range. So it might be a good pickup. Obviously, do your due diligence, all that good stuff. We have to see the marketing power of this team and, of course, the projects come on board. So you can watch that through the website there. Let's quickly look hit on that. See how that's going. Invest, grow, or repeat. So that is the site at the moment, so you can check out all the stuff there. Superior marketing, we have to see that in action. And, of course, some of the new projects come on board as well. Launch on Pulsechain here, apply for the launch pad. So you have to do due diligence on that. I haven't done that, so but we are keeping just a iBird's view, as it were. That's on launch. What else are we going to say about that? That's it on that one. So let's go back to we're going to go back to we're 52 minutes on the hour. So let's go back to the PulseMafia and see how that's going while we're here. So we might open up BNB Mafia and we'll open up PulseMafia. Where's PulseMafia gone? There it is there. So we'll open up those two. We can see how they're performing. So at the moment, you can get a really good entry on BNB Mafia at the moment, 0004145. So this is what I like about it, because as it sells into the vault, gives the new buyers a chance to get in real cheap and with a 5% slippage here. So really, really good on that. What else we got going? BNB Mafia at the moment is sitting at 3,400 of 3,400 with 3 zeros. So that's still looking pretty good there. Great entry. And this is only just launched. These are 5-minute candles here. So if we do hourly candles, you can see we're only in our third hour right now. So it's really, really early. I'll go back to 5 minutes candles there. 5% slippage on the buy. Remember that. Kind of cool. Let's go to, we're going to go back to Hex stats here. Quickly check out this, day 1655. We've got Hex on Ethereum at the moment. The payout today, 7.179 Hex per T-share. Looking pretty good there. And the T-shares at the moment is down 1,700, sitting just above 9.1 million T-shares in the ownership pool. The payout pool, very low penalties today. Again, 16,000, that's nothing. We're sitting 65.4 million in the reward pool. And of course, growth numbers down 5 liquid holders and up down 2 miners. We're sitting at 178,605 miners on the Ethereum chain. Pulsechain, always comes out a bit late, but at the moment we've got yesterday's data we didn't cover, and we have the payout there, 7.246, a really great payout on the Pulsechain there for Hex. Let's look at the T-shares as well, down 1,700, same as on Ethereum. But the different day. We got, so this would have been day 397. So we just covered 398. So 398 has not come out yet. This is day 397. And of course, the payouts there, 5.5. Well, we have really low penalties on Ethereum, so there's not been much action there. But on Pulsechain, penalties have been quite high. So go figure with that. This is day 397, of course. Almost 68 million in the raw pool that day. Today's result for day 398 hasn't come out yet. Liquid holders continue to rise, up 11, but miners are down 5. We're sitting 123,739 miners, which is about 4,000 more than on Ethereum. Kind of cool. You can check out all the details. You can start mining Hex today on Pulsechain and Ethereum. Of course, Pulsechain, the Magic Carpet Ride chain. And of course, the links in the description, hex.com. Check it out. Ask any questions in our Discord, Pulsechain and Hex Discord. $5 to join that up. Pretty cool. All right, let's go to the BNB Mafia. No, actually, we're going to PulseMafia. So let's go PulseMafia. And we got that here. Is it showing up yet? PulseMafia. PulseMafia. Mafia. I've got so many pulses that it all comes up, right? PulseMafia. Let's see how we're going here. We've got players at the moment, 43 players. We've got 5 coin families so far. That's gonna blow up a lot more. We've got 15 on BNB, so that's going to grow a lot. You can see the Mafia families at the moment. Syndicate there back at the top at the moment, so kind of cool. And we've got the Seller Mankus there at number 2. The Don for that family is Nunzio. We've got the original Gangsters number 3, Legion, running there. I think he's put a different name in for that one, isn't he? And of course, original Gangsters set up their other 2 families that they've got in different cities, right? Las Vegas, New Jersey, and Medellin. And yeah, got 3 different Dons for that. Probably all the same person, but 3 different Dons sitting in there at the moment. So fun times ahead. All right, so that is pretty much it. You can buy, of course, 5% buy tax, 16.6% sales tax. A very good entry at the moment, getting in on the Mafia as well. Kind of cool. All right, what else we got going? We've got some more comments. Let's wrap up today as well. Let's see who else is here. We got Dale Stephen. Mafia is a mooner, just locked down 0.5% of the supply. Man, you're a smart player there. That is a good move. I will be picking up some Mafia on Pulsechain, so just so you guys know that's going to be happening. Superman, thanks for the call. You're most welcome there, Dale Stephen. I like the rocket ship. Rocket ship, big time. We got Crypto King in the house there. Boom. What's up, Mexicans? Hey, Crypto King. Hope you're doing well. Always a pleasure to see you in the chat. Tail Seven says amazing chart for the launch. Yeah, a great opportunity to pick up volume. I think that's what Tail Seven get excited about too. Yeah, very, very cool. Man, you can pick up $1 million really cheap at the moment, and that may not be the case in the future as we roll out the game, pre-game launch. It's going to be a lot of fun. Craig Pitt says, thanks, man. Are you most welcome, Craig? Hope you're having a good time too. Always great to see you as well. We've got so many good regular people that come to the show. I really do appreciate you all. And, we hang out in Discord, many of us as well. It's kind of fun as we're riding this bull market. And I think it's about to get real, We've had some opening moves this year, but I think it really is about to take off soon. It is getting closer and closer. And that's based on all the stuff we've talked about, the Bitcoin halvings, the Bitcoin returns by month, and of course, where Pulsechain is at the moment. And of course, Bitcoin memes. It's going to be crazy with runes and stuff like that. It's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of money to be made this year. We are upon it. We have waited, and it is upon us soon. And now we've got the fun games like PulseMafia, BNB Mafia to play and make crypto that way too while having fun. Sounds good to me. All right, should we wrap up? I think we should. Archie says, thanks for a great stream, Super. PLS Mafia is going to blow up. Yeah, boy. So kind of cool. I'm excited about that too. We all know how well TRH did as well on Pulsechain and PulsePod as well. So I'm excited for it. And of course, they've got cool checks and balances in the team now as well, internal order and all sorts of stuff. So we're getting really good quality launches happening from the Jacob and his team now. It's kind of really exciting. I'm excited. And it's very viral, something that could go viral. So if you're an influencer out there, get on board. We had someone in yesterday, so that was kind of cool. Yeah, crypto players. So yeah, excited about where it's going to go. All right, should we play some cool video out the back? I think we're going to do this. What are we going to play? Let's play something cool. Let's play the Magic Carp Ride because it's time. It's almost time. Let's say it's getting there. It's getting there, as Richard would say. And Richard said in his Christmas video, "We're on our way. We're on our road. We're on our way," or something like that. So that's from Richard. All right, here we are. Peace out, everybody. Take care. Enjoy your day. See you in Discord. Bye for now. And of course, if you want to join up to the syndicate, join our Discord, and it's one way to get there. We'll let you know all the other details. Hit up Archie as well, the godfather for the syndicate. All right, take care, and look forward to talking to you soon. Bye for now.
In theory, if someone were a billionaire and they had like all this money, why wouldn't they just buy more of the thing they liked instead of dumping the thing they liked? Like if Bezos bought shares in Amazon, would you be pissed off? If Apple does a stock buyback and they buy more of their own shares and their company back from the public, which is a way to turn earnings into yield for the shareholders, do you get mad and yell at Apple? And so we had to come up with a word for this fan fiction fantasy, which is the opposite of a rug pull, called a magic carpet ride. And so if you're worried about risk of a rug pull, what weighted value have you given the risk of a magic carpet ride? And it's just hilarious to me.
It's fun to watch Hex pumping up the charts. It's left behind all kinds of broken hearts who didn't buy the dip, who didn't DCA. And now that we're on a rip, it's hard to look away. Now I'm not the one to hand out free advice, but as for me, I wouldn't dare think twice about buying a bag, since we're still somewhat down. This rocket ship's about to break the speed of sound. You know these wheels are starting to roll. Best to sit back and just enjoy the show, 'cause we're about to ride that train into the heart of Hexaco. I tip my hat to everyone who minds. You're getting paid out while you're killing time. It makes room for a nice vacation to the beach, perhaps a celebration now that you are rich. Ha ha! Ignore the haters who all called you crazy. You studied hard while they were being lazy. Now you're packing bags, about to take a ride up on that rocket ship, mooned up and starry-eyed. I feel these wheels are starting to roll. Best to sit back and just enjoy the show, 'cause we're about to ride that train into the heart of Hexaco. Now that we're summer bound and the sun is bright, I see that it's not round but rather has 6 sides. It's a work of art that's written into code, designed by Richard Hart to make our bags explode. You know these wheels are starting to roll. Best to sit back and just enjoy the show, 'cause we're about to ride that train into the heart of Hexaco. Yeah, we're about to ride that train into the heart of Hexaco.